A new court filing accuses President Trump of violating a court order which blocked him from deporting non-citizens under an 18th century wartime law. The White House called for the deportation of Venezuelans with alleged gang ties. They landed in El Salvador yesterday. President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin are set to speak tomorrow about the war in Ukraine. Trump confirmed the conversation last night on Air Force One. And our Weijia Jiang is at the White House following all of this for us. Weijia, good morning to you. The president was asked this weekend about his previous promises to solve the Russia-Ukrainian war within 24 hours of taking office. He said that repeatedly. What did he say about that claim now?
You're right, Errol. This was one of his campaign promises that he talked about frequently on the trail as he criticized President Biden. Of course, he has long claimed that if he had been president, this war never had started. And that is why he says it will end on day one if he were to be elected. But during an interview over the weekend, Errol, the president said that he was being sarcastic when he said that it would be day one, that he clearly didn't literally mean on day one, but that he would be able to broker an end to that war eventually. So that is actually what he is trying to do right now. Of course, we don't know where things stand with Russia, whether they will accept the terms of the framework of an agreement that the U.S. and Ukraine have hashed out. But yeah, that's what he's saying now, Errol, that he didn't actually mean day one when he said day one.
Very interesting. And we've been talking earlier this hour about this legal battle now over the White House's use of an 18th century law to deport people. What is the White House saying about the timing of those deportations carried out over the weekend, seemingly, according to some filings, after a federal judge ruled that those, expelling of people should be blocked?
So the White House's response, Errol, is essentially that because the planes had already taken off and were midair when the judge made his ruling, that the judge and the federal court system no longer has jurisdiction to chime in. But the judge did say that even if the planes are in midair, he wanted them to turn around and come back. Of course, that obviously didn't happen. We have seen that video that El Salvador released of the plane's landing, they claim, as well as the around 250 Venezuelan immigrants there being processed in a notorious prison, Errol. And so along with the White House saying that, this is simply a matter of jurisdiction that this judge does not have, President Trump also weighed in, and he says the U.S. is at war right now. He says we are in a time of war, which is why he claims he's able to use that act that is reserved for wartime. Of course, we fully expect this to play out in court. The White House says it is prepared to take on any legal challenges that comes its way. And the next hearing for this, Errol, is on Friday.
Remarkable. Weijia Jiang at the White House. Thank you.